What's going on? What's going on, everyone? I am Ree King. This is my very first video, and today, what we're going to be discussing and talking about is starting over. Yes, starting over. I'm going to be talking about my experiences and my journey of how things came about to this point in my life. I'm ready to help other people to be able to express themselves, be able to put themselves out there on camera. This is my very first YouTube video, and it's scary. It is. It's very scary. It's nerve wracking, but once you start putting yourself out there and doing it in a consistent basis, it gets easier. When you think about certain things in your life, things that you started doing and you kept doing it over and over, think about your job. Think about the first job you had, second job, or third job. Every time you start a new job, what happens? You get the jitters, you get nervous. It take you a few times to learn the ropes of that position, and once you're there after a month or two, three, four, a year, you get the hang of things. You start doing things your way sometimes, and sometimes you do what the job wants you to do, and it gets easy. So you have to stay in that consistent form, that consistent flow. And it takes time. It does. It takes time. It takes bravery. It takes that courage to start over. Um, I'm a music artist, and being in the music business, it's tough. And the reason why I say it's tough sometimes because I try to compare myself with other people, and I have to realize and bring it back to the present moment that I'm me. Can nobody create what I can create? And I'm speaking to those out there who feel like, okay, is everybody and their mama doing movies? Everybody and their mama is making music. Everybody and their mama is creating art. But no one has your art. No one has your music. No one has your movie. No one has your script. No one is reading your book because you have it. And I'm here to tell you that I want to see I want to see new artists. I want to see new material. I want to see new forms of art. I want to see people expressing themselves. I want to see people being them, and this journey that I'm on is all about self-discovery for me. And it took me a minute. It took me a minute. It took me a minute to get here because I was always looking on outside of me, the outside of me, trying to find out why I was holding myself back. I was looking for someone to blame, a situation to blame, but the villain was me. I was the villain in my own journey. I was holding myself back because I was doubting myself. I was comparing myself. I was saying negative things about myself. And, like, I don't look like this. I don't feel presentable on camera. How am I going to sit here and talk to myself? But then I realized I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to you. I had to realize I'm that person that's in the mirror. Like, the person that's on this other side, we are mirroring each other because this message is going to touch you. It's going to reach you. It's going to have an effect on you where it's going to get you up and move you to start creating, to start moving, to go towards your dreams, to go towards those goals you've been writing down but haven't really taken any action. So I encourage you today to start where you at. I'm starting where I'm at. You know, I don't have the fancy studio. I don't have, the fancy camera. I'm starting with my phone. I'm starting with my phone. And if we don't start, we will never know the opportunities that are next to us. Yeah, I said it. The opportunities that are next to us, because the opportunities are there. We just have to show up. We have to show up and be ourselves. and have an open mind, have an open heart, and be willing to make those adjustments, be willing to make those changes, and be willing to be you. Be willing to be you. And when I created this podcast and YouTube, I had to put myself as my own avatar. And reason being is that I had to put myself in my own avatar because I haven't seen anyone really talk about self-sabotaging the opportunities that was next to them, right in front of them, on the side of them. And I want to be that example for those who out there who is hiding to show up, hiding to express themselves, hiding to show their work, their art, hiding to share that book. And Let's Create a Moment is where we come together to be vulnerable, to be valuable, and to be victorious in what it is that we have to offer. And what we have to offer is ourselves, the service of ourselves, of showing who we are, what it is that was given to us, the gifts, the talents that has been given to us. I'm ready to embark on this beautiful journey. I'm starting. It's scary. But at the same time, it's a good nervous. It's not that nervousness where I'm saying, oh man, like I can't believe this. But I can believe it because I'm starting. I'm starting today. I'm starting today. And it feels good. I'm a little nervous. It's fine. But I'm not that nervousness where I'm really super sweating. But I know sometimes that happens when we start something new. We start to sweat. And be like, oh my God, can somebody see my pits? But the end result of you starting is the beginning. Yep. The end result is you starting at the beginning. Yes, I said it. The end result is you starting at the beginning. I'm ready to see some new work. I'm ready to see some beautiful artists that are out there. I'm ready to see people elevate to different levels of expression. Like, it's so much growth and learning and experiences in this life that we have currently. Being in this moment right now and just thinking about all the possibilities and feeling the energy of the opportunities that are starting to flow this way. It's starting to flow your way too because you're listening in this moment. And you have that feeling, you have that willpower, and I know you feel it. And I'm asking you right now to go ahead and move forward. Start today. If you always wanted to start a YouTube or a podcast, start today. Start with your very first episode. Whether it's you talking about yourself, whether it's you talking about your experiences that you have, talking about your job, the value you have to offer to other people. Maybe you are a teacher. Maybe you are a construction worker. Maybe you are a director, but don't know where to start. Start now, because once you start and people start seeing you, what's going to happen is people are going to start to attract themselves towards you. They're going to start having that traction coming towards you. And they're going to say, hey, I have someone who has a script that needs a director. Or someone that may be looking at your YouTube video and say, hey, I know someone who I can connect this person with. So let's start helping one another, connecting the dots of living a beautiful life. We are our own creators. We are our own authors of our own stories. We create the chapters, we create the paragraphs, we create the sentences, we create the sentence of our journey, our path. And yes, it's going to be obstacles. It is. It is what it is. That will help us to grow, help us to elevate to the next level when those things come in and get in the way. You know, my thing, the reason why I really didn't want to start, I was trying to be this perfect being, trying to have this perfect picture of nothing. I was trying to paint this perfect picture of nothing. And what I mean by nothing was that, how can I create something perfect if I haven't done it? If I haven't even gave it a chance? How can I create something perfect even if I haven't started? So that was my thing. I was trying to be perfect, to have this perfect outline, this perfect story, this perfect. No, it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. It just doesn't. Much as we want to have things to be so beautiful, but it has to be messy. You have to dive into that mess. You have to dig in that mess in order for things to clear out, in order for things to get clean, in order for things to be organized. And the fear of showing a real me, the fear of showing who I am, the things that I like, the things that I love, the things that I like to do. It was that fear of judgment. And I came to realize that having that fear of what others think of me is none of my business. It's none of my business. I cannot control what others think. I cannot control what others feel. I cannot control how others will react or act. I can only control how I feel. I can only control what I do and what I say. And the point that I am at now in my life, I want peace. Peace feels so damn good. And it feels good to be myself, to be in this beautiful skin of mine, to be who I am today. It feels great. It feels good. It does. It feels really, really good. Man, is and another thing, going back to what I was saying earlier about comparing myself. I compared myself to other people for a minute. But what I did with the comparing was, oh, I'm going to do this better than this person. I'm going to do this better than that person. That's not the way to be. The way to be is to be yourself. And sometimes, social media will have us out here looking like, dang, they out here living it up. And I'm just sitting here watching them. That's what happened. We're just sitting there watching these people live their lives. Yeah, just sitting there watching and not doing anything. So when you're on social media next time and you have a manuscript, you have a script, you have a book, you have an idea, you have a clothing brand, you have a makeup line, you have a skincare line, you have a self-care line, but you haven't promoted yourself, you haven't told anybody about it. The next time you're on social media, say this to yourself, man, they living. And you're not, you're just sitting there. And that's what I was doing. I was just sitting there watching people scrolling every day. It's like, man, they living it up. But then I had to realize, like, nah, I got things I got to do. I got things that I want to accomplish, things that needs to be done. I have a family I need to take care of. I have several businesses that need to come up off the ground. I got business partners that I need to work with, but I was holding myself back. And I'm here to tell you, let us not do that anymore. Let us come out from hiding and share our gifts and talents with the world. Yeah, it's that time. It's that time to start. You know, the few things that you can start doing now is back to what I was saying earlier. So let's start learning how to be consistent by starting and working on the things that we always wanted to work on. I'm into astrology and human design. It has helped me a whole lot. Using that, I don't know why I just smacked, but I'm into astrology, human and design. I'm studying astrology and human design. I'm starting with myself and learning the different patterns of how I respond to things, how I react to certain situations in my life, and the cycles that come about in my life. And astrology and human design has helped me a whole lot. I do encourage people to, get their birth chart, get a reading done by a professional reader, get your human design chart and start learning for yourself. Pick up some books. It's a lot of information on YouTube. There's a lot of people out there that's starting to talk about these things, and it does help. Your birth chart is your blueprint to help you navigate through the energies of every day. And I also teach how to use the energies of the days of the week, from, Sunday to Saturday, how to use that energy. Each day has its own energy field. And I like to call it its own energy field because guess what? Like today, so whatever day you're watching this video, think about that day. And I'm just going to pull up an example. Let's go with Thursday. Thursday is run by and ruled by Jupiter. So that day is for expansion, learning new things, taking a new class, a new course, going to an improv show to show your skills, your acting skills, or just to do something different, going to different aquariums, going to different museums, going to the parks, different parks than your usual park. Go to a different park, go by different bodies of water to learn about that area. That's a great day to learn, to use that energy, or sit down with some friends and talk about the latest book that you read or the new things that you're learning. It's a good thing to do on that day, is to study, to learn, be open to expand your mind, expand the things that you already know, your knowledge, dive in deeper, with learning, so that day I usually like to read about human design. I go in and look at my chart and say, okay, let's bounce back to astrology and see what's going on that particular day. I can go on and on about astrology. Like that particular day, some transits might be happening. Not going to go into all of that, but that day of the week has energy. It has its own energy field. It has its color that you can wear that day. That day you can wear blue on that day. That's one of the colors. There's many colors that you can wear. I'm not going to go through all of them, but it's the colors that you wear, the things that you eat on that day, the scents. I love the different scents. I have an incense going on right now. I have candles burning right now. I love the smell. Helps me to be me, you know. So just think about the days of how you're acting in those days, how you're functioning in those days, how are you moving about in those days. feel like I'm rambling, but sorry if I am. But I just wanted to give those examples of things that I use, the tools that I use to help me get to the point that I am. And I'll be discussing that and talking about that on this path and on this journey. And I want to say thank you. Just thank you for being in this moment with me. Thank you for being on this journey with me. And I hope to hear from you down in the comments below. Definitely like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family, your coworkers, your close friend, your homie, your husband, your wife, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, um, yeah, definitely share, and comment below. Comment below the things that you want to start but don't know where to start. Definitely, let me know if it's self-sabotage that you're doing, definitely comment below. Let me know what it is that you want to start. What is it that you're trying to get off the ground? And what is it that you're trying to do as a creative being? Definitely let me know down in the comments below what it is that you're trying to start. And put it down in the comments, because you never know who's reading these comments, because there's someone out there that may help you, be able to help you. Just say, for instance, you're a filmmaker. You want to start creating films, and someone may come along that's a writer. You guys can definitely link up and see what each other have to help one another. So definitely put that down in the comments below. And let me know what other episodes or other things you would like for us to discuss on this channel. I'm definitely going to be talking more about self-doubt, all of that self-sabotaging, hitting that upper limit moment, that has happened to me. Definitely have to give a comment below. Let me know what it is that you're working on, what it is that you want to get off the ground, what it is that you want to start. Just say, hey, I want to start this X, Y, and Z. Just put it down there. Start putting it out there. Let's start a conversation on the things that we are trying to get through. Because we got to get through all this ickiness. We got to get over the first hurdle. Then we get over the second, the third, the 10th, then we're going to get to the 20th, then we're going to get to the 30th. Like, we have to start somewhere. So definitely put down below, share with us. Definitely like, share, and comment and share, So thank you again for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for coming out that shell. Thank you for getting ready to embark on a beautiful, beautiful journey. Thank you. Thank you. And I am excited for what's to come. And I'm excited for you. I'm excited for you to start. I am excited for you to start. And let's get it. Let's get it. And once again, I want to say gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. I am Ree King, and I will catch you guys on the next episode. So be on the lookout. Guess what? Hit that notification so you'll know when the video hits. Okay. So I will be seeing you soon. Get ready to start. Start today. Grab your journal, grab an index card, grab a piece of paper. Start today writing out those ideas. All right. And I'll be talking with you soon.